What's going on, everybody? My name is Tuck. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are staying happy and hydrated. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Vanguard tips and tricks style video. Today we're going to be going over some basic movement mechanics, some basic movement exploits that I think you should be using, and if you're not using them, you should really reconsider doing it. We'll learn about that in the video. But before we hop into that, I want to thank you guys for the continued support here, whether you've been here since the beginning or you're new. If you're new, by the way, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload, hit that like button while you're down there. Help me feed the algorithm those yummy interactions, especially if you think this is a good video, especially if you think this video helped you. Also, the comment section's down below. Leave comments down below if you want to see some class setup videos. If so, leave what gun you want to see. If you have nothing to say about the video at all, hashtag Obey Tuck down in the comments, because we are trying to join Obey Alliance as a content creator, and every vouch, every Obey Tuck in the comments helps me prove to them that I have value to a team. And also before we hop into the meat and potatoes of the video, I am trying to hit 1880 subs here on the channel as soon as possible. At the time of recording, we're at 1874, I want to say. The goal is to hit 2K by the end of the year. If you guys would help me out with that, it would be much appreciated. I would be eternally grateful, and stick along for the ride because I do upload every day here if I did not say that already. But without wasting any more time, to hop right into the video. Alright, so I've actually been sitting here staring at my classes in private match because I thought I got hacked. None of these classes are the classes I use, but then I remembered private match and public match are different classes, so I avoided that little bit of a panic. But like I said, we are in a private match, so I can show you guys what I'm talking about while I am explaining it to you. First things first, in the intro I said these are basic movement mechanics, these are basic movement exploits. I say that because if you aren't doing these, you're kind of behind the rest of the class, so to speak, just because the way Call of Duty's been trending the last few years, this is just how the game is played now. If you aren't doing these things, you're not being the best possible player you can be. So with that out of the way, let's move into number 2, which is going to be the settings, and I can already tell my settings are different because I was playing the campaign. So you're going to go into your settings. I'm on controller, so I'm in the controller section. Things you're going to want to change first under gameplay. The automatic airborne mantle, you're going to want to turn that off. Then you're going to go down to show more. You're going to want to turn off grounded mantle and automatic ground mantle. It'll give you more control over the movements you're trying to make, as opposed to the game just making you jump over something you don't want to jump over. So make sure those are turned off. Under action behavior, you're going to want to make sure your slide behavior is on tap. And then we're going to keep scrolling down to automatic sprint. I have this turned off because I was playing the campaign, but whenever I'm playing multiplayer, it is on automatic tack sprint. So whenever you're on automatic tack sprint, that basically just means this. I'm standing still, I hit my move forward button, I'm tack sprinting. It's automatically going to the fastest setting you can do because these movements are going to require the maximum momentum your character can have going into them. And that brings us to number 3, which is going to be the first exploit we talk about. It is the good old slide cancel. The slide cancel has been a mechanic in Call of Duty since Black Ops 4. Yeah, I don't know if it's intended to be here at this point. I'm assuming it is because none of the developers for the past 4 games have cared that it's in the game. It's a little cheesy. It definitely breaks the camera. Now, what does it mean by breaking camera? So, like, let's say there's somebody over there in that doorway and they're pre-aiming this box. If you go like this is the camera they're seeing. The way to break that camera is to literally move faster than the game can keep up, which we'll get into in a second, but that is how you break cameras in this game. By slide canceling, you're doing movements that are too quick for the game to actually process, because the game isn't meant to be played like that. And I'm really hoping this is not going to be one of those things where, like, I know how to do it because I do it subconsciously, but whenever I have to explain how to do it and show you how to do it, I'm kind of goofing on it. So how do you slide cancel? The button combination for slide canceling is whenever you're doing your auto tack sprint, you slide, stand up. Slide, stand up. Slide, stand up. Slide, stand up, and you can just keep going forever and ever. In Modern Warfare 2019, it was super beneficial to do that because you could automatically go back into your tack sprint whenever you came out of the slide cancel, and you could be the fastest man on planet Earth. I don't think that's the case in this game. I think they've actually managed to change it that way. The slide cancel is a good movement mechanic just to get around the map, to scoot around the map. The best thing for the slide cancel and the best way to utilize the slide cancel is to use it to initiate combat, to take gunfights. You're going to want to be the aggressor in these situations because this is how you break cameras. You can get the first shot on whoever's on the other side of this head glitch before they even see you on their screen. That is how breaking cameras work. I wish I had somebody else in the game to get their POV to show them, but basically, let's go back to the example I was using earlier. There's a guy over there in that doorway somewhere. We're gonna slide up on that heady and chow them. So we're tack sprinting, slide, stand up, shooting. You're actually shooting them and getting multiple shots on target before they even see you peek this corner. It's so broken. It needs to happen if you want to succeed in this game, but if you want to actually get better at the game and be able to play against better people people, you have to learn how to slide cancel, unfortunately. So slide, stand up, shoot. It's a quick movement. They will never see you on their screen. You could probably even kill them in this game because the time to kill is so low before they even see you. So one last time, slide, stand up, shoot. I missed my target by a lot, but you get the point I'm going for. Slide, stand up, shoot. Sick. I think we got the point, so I'll put that on screen one last time before we move on to the next movement. You're going to be slide, stand up. Whatever your buttons are, for me, it's BBA because I play on default button setup, but I have a battle beaver, so I'm sprinting BBA. And one last time for the brand. Sprinting, slide, stand up. That is the slide cancel. That is something you probably should be doing if you want to get better at Call of Duty Vanguard. Now let's move on to the next thing. Now, the second movement mechanic we're going to be talking about is actually super simple. We're going to breeze right by this. I'm going to have some talking points, and we're going to move on to the third one. Everybody does this subconsciously, probably because it just makes sense to them. It's probably something they just want to do without even realizing it. You're basically going to come to a set of steps like this, and what are you going to do? You're just going to slide down the steps. Now, what does that do? Two things. One, you're going to get a lot of momentum going down steps because it's a downhill slope, so you're actually going to speed up a little bit. It'll help you get around the map a little quicker. And two, it actually helps you break lines of sight. And what do I mean by that? Like, let's say I'm here on this head glitch. I'm looking at this staircase right here. I'm trying to shoot somebody on that staircase. If you're just walking down the staircase, by the time you get to the bottom of the stairs, they can still technically see the top of your head. They can shoot you the entire time you're walking up and down the steps. Whenever you're crouched, you're halfway down the steps, they already can't see you. So that is a good way to break lines of sight, get away from people, slide down, because like by the time you're halfway down the steps, you're already hidden from them and they are no longer a threat to you. It might not be a cracked movement, but it's definitely something that a lot of people probably do without realizing, but it's a good thing they are doing it. One last time, just slide down steps. It helps you get to the bottom quicker, it helps you move around the map quicker, and it'll help you break lines of sight so you don't die as often. Which brings us to the third mechanic I'm going to talk about, the infamous bunny hop. If you can do this, you are one of the most elite players probably in your group of friends. It's really silly and I don't know how it happens, but it's just a movement mechanic where you can strafe jump and you can actually go super far whenever you're strafe jumping. So how do you do it? Before I try to do it and explain how to do it, I'm just going to tell you, you're going to run, you're going to strafe jump. What do you mean by strafe jump? So like this is a normal jump forward, strafe jumping is jumping side to side. So whenever you're running, you're going to jump and you're going to turn sideways. That is a strafe jump. Now, the bunny hop comes in whenever you hit the ground. After your strafe jump, you're going to jump again before you hit the ground or right as you're hitting the ground, and that'll propel you, for whatever reason in this game's code, another however many units in this game. So let's see if I can do it while I'm explaining how to do it, because it's one of those things I just do subconsciously again, and whenever I think about it, I get the yips. The yips are no fun, bro. So let's see if I can do it. We're going to be sprinting, tack sprinting, and then bunny hop. There's a little one. I can do a lot better ones, but that is basically what a bunny hop looks like. It is basically a way to just keep your momentum going even after you probably should be with the jump. So we're jumping. It's another bad one. Like I said, the only time you're not doing a bunny hop is whenever you like do this, you strafe jump and you just stick the landing. If you stick the landing, that's the only time you've actually failed. But let's see if I can get a good one to show for the homies. That was a good one, but I ended up running into this damn wall. I'm getting packet burst in a private match. Why? Sledgehammer, please. But you get the point. It looks a lot more impressive whenever you're watching someone bunny hop because they just keep zooming, bro. There was a good one. That's probably the best one I'm going to get while I'm trying to actually focus on making a video, because like I said, whenever you do this so much, it's just kind of ingrained into your brain. Whenever you have to think about it, it's actually one of those things you get worse at whenever you have to think about it. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, Tuck, how do I get good at these movements? I don't want to go into a public match and do these because I'll get absolutely fried and I'll never make any progress. Just do what I'm doing right now. I'm literally in a private match. The time limit's turned off. You can do whatever you want in these matches. Just run around the map, slide, stand, slide, stand, slide, stand, zoom your way around the map, slide, cancel around the map, and pick targets to shoot at. Like, let's say you want to shoot at this pole. Okay, I broke that. Let's not shoot at that one. Let's say we'll shoot at that one. So you want to come from this heady over here. You want to shoot at that pole. Just slide, stand, and then work on hitting your targets after you slide. Just run around the map trying to be the best player you can be, because practice makes perfect, despite what a lot of people think. There is no such thing as instant gratification. If you want to get better at things, you're going to have to put the time and effort into getting better at them. No one is born a master at anything. Like I said, it's just one of those things I've done so much that if I actually have to think about what I'm doing, I get worse at it. But that is all I have for you guys. I hope hope you guys have learned something. I hope you guys consider what I said about these being basic movement mechanics and you needing to learn how to do them if you want to compete in Call of Duty, even at a casual level. If you want to be the best player you can be, you're gonna have to do this stuff. Like I said, whether I agree with it or disagree with it, that's neither here nor there, because I don't think you should have to learn how to exploit movement mechanics to be successful in a game. But if you want to compete, if you want to play at a competitive level even, you're gonna have to know how to do this stuff. So one last time, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something. If you did, go ahead and leave that like down below. Hit the subscribe button and that bell notification. Never miss an upload because we're daily posters over here. And I hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you in the next video. Peace.